Following the completion of the Premier League's owners and directors test, the club has been sold to the consortium with immediate effect.
Newcastle United was officially sold on October 7th, 2021 to Amanda Staveley and a Saudi-backed consortium. It started on October 1st, where Amanda Staveley was spotted watching a 1-1 draw against Liverpool. The following day, Mike Ashley put the club up for sale. On the 20th of November 2017, Amanda Staveley's PCP company put in an initial bid without the Saudi backing. This gets rejected. On the 19th of April 2020, they came back with a new bid with the Rubens brothers and the Saudi Public Investment Fund. But this breaks down on the 30th of July after the Premier League takes too long on its owners and directors test and problems with the human rights and privacy issues come to the table. On May the 6th, 2021, Mike Ashley reveals that he's taken the Premier League to court, knowing the consortium are still interested. On the 6th of October 2021, Saudi piracy is paid off and the consortium are ready to take control of the club. And on the following day, Newcastle United is sold. As you can see, the fans have been waiting for a long time. But who exactly has bought the club? Well, 10% of the club is owned by Amanda Staveley, who is a British business executive. She is notable for her connections with the Middle Eastern investors. Her firm, PCP Capital Partners, acted for Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan of the Abu Dhabi royal family, who invested $3.5 billion to control 16% of the bank. The next 10% is owned by Jamie Rubin, who's the son of billionaire David Rubin. He was educated at the North Bridge House School in London. Jamie Rubin's family firm, Rubin Brothers, bought a stake in Metro Bank, and in October 2011, Jamie was appointed non-executive member of the board of directors. The other 80% is by the PIF, who were founded in 1971 and were reborn in 2015, where the Kingdom's Council of Ministers issued a Resolution 270, which placed the fund under direction of the newly formed Council of Economics and Development Affairs, with the Crown Prince, His Royal Highness Mohammed bin Salman, as chairman. But the issues seem to leave with the Saudi Investment Fund. The fiancée of the murdered Saudi journalist Jamal said in an interview that she is so shocked and so sad after the Premier League allowed a Saudi-led consortium to take over at Newcastle United after he was murdered in October 2018. So what do the fans think of these issues?
No whatsoever.
For me, no. I don't think there is human rights issues. It's not our club that are causing these issues.
There is in Saudi Arabia, obviously, but England are going to the World Cup in Qatar. They've got worse human rights issues than.
And many people see this as a way to sort of broaden their way and sort of hide what they've been doing in their country. And personally, I don't know if I agree with that or not, but I'm trying to overlook that fact.
The one word that keeps coming up with this deal, though, is sports washing, where they've bought the club to remove the human rights issue of their country. In a survey, we saw that 54% of fans thought that this deal was not sports washing, where the other 46% do. So it's a subject that divides the fan base. But what does this mean for the club on the pitch? But Newcastle United fans weren't celebrating becoming the richest club in the world. They were celebrating the end of a Mike Ashley era, which lasted 14 years, which was absolutely devastating for this club. So what do the fans really think of him?
It was really rubbish and it was terrible.
Mike Ashley gave the club a lot of hassle.
All I heard was how much they hated Mike Ashley, and to be fair, I can see why.
It wasn't the best for us. I mean, just like every home game was, it was just boring. The crowd wasn't the same.
It pointed at the wrong managers.
Devastating.
But like I said, Newcastle United have become the richest club in the world, with having more money than all 19 clubs put together and having £297.1 billion more net worth than the next club behind, which is Manchester City. But they had to spend that money quickly, as their position in the Premier League was in serious doubt with them being in the bottom three. Doing that, they brought in Kieran Trippier, Chris Wood, Bruno Guimaraes, Matt Targett and Dan Burn. In a poll we conducted, we found out that 71% of Newcastle United fans thought that Kieran Trippier for £15 million was the best signing. So what does the future look like for English football? Well, if you look at Manchester City and when they were bought by the Abu Dhabi royal family, you could see they have won everything so far, apart from the Champions League. So, co-owner Amanda Staveley said this in her first interview. We'll want Newcastle United to be at the top of the league, and we want to get there, and it will take time, but we will get there. And that's all the fans really want to hear. But what do they see the future looking like?
It's looking up and it's getting there.
Champions League.
I think it'll take us a good few years to be at the level we want to be at as a club.
I can see them really pushing for that top 4, top 6 European spot.
Big things in it. Big things. We'll be in Europe. Back to good old days.
Champions League.
Champions League, and yeah, have a few trophies in the future.
We've got a few years in us from, like, you know, you can see where it's going to go with the money we've got, and, you know, we're not going to go down a bad path.
Well, most clubs in the Premier League will object to this takeover. However, here, the club is hopeful, the fans are hopeful, the city is hopeful. Bright times ahead for this sleeping giant.